Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to Against the Public for Monday, April 1st. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that once again with 3 more free NBA plays for Monday. Thank you to everybody who jumped on board on individual pass, all access pass, the 3 packs on Sunday. Thank you so much for putting your trust behind me. I appreciate it more than you know. I will also have another NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball 3-pack locked and loaded as soon as this video is over with. $49.99 each gives you all 3 of my top plays in each one of those sports for one low price. And of course, that always comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. Of course, if you want every one of my plays, if you want every play from Major League Baseball, the NHL, NBA, upcoming college basketball, and the Elite Eight, make sure that you get involved with an all-access pass, and you can do so 30-day pass, guys, less than $11 a day, a 90-day pass, less than $10 a day, and you can get an all-access pass for the next year for just $3.56 a day. So grab your credit card, put those packages on there. We'll pay it off at a little at a time. Let's roll our sleeves up, and let's absolutely go to work for you starting tomorrow. Thank you so much again. Let's jump on that 3-pack in the association, and that's the free pack, I should say. A free pack in the association tomorrow. And we're going to start things off 7 o'clock Eastern Time. 5:51, 5:52 is your game numbers. Portland Trail Blazers versus the Orlando Magic. Magic minus 16. 207.5 is your total. We just saw the Magic take out their frustrations on the Memphis Grizzlies with a 30-point win. They scored 118 points in the victory. That was after they dropped 3 straight games straight up and against the spread after struggling offensively. So maybe we're starting to get the Magic back on track on that end of the floor. There were some good signs in that game. They shot 50% from 3. They were 20 of 23 from the free throw line. You guys know how I love to go over the total or have teams that I know can hit their free throws when I'm trying to go over a total. And even with the Blazers battling injuries, we really just have to rely on them to do their part. If they can get to that 100 mark or even to the 95 mark, I think this game's going to go over the total. This number opened at 208.5. It was quickly bet down to 207.5. So I think we're getting a decent number here. So let's go over the total of 207.5 for game 1. Game number 2, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 5:53, 5:54. Brooklyn Nets versus the Indiana Pacers. Pacers minus 12, 228.5 is your total. Nets are going to have to regroup pretty quick. They had a 12-point loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers they won 116-104, and that game slid under the total. But you have to go deeper into the game to understand why I think this game is going to go over the total. There was a point where the Nets came in with a 3-game win streak. Can't ever get the 4. They haven't had a 4-game win streak all year. But they were scoreless until the 5:39 mark of the first quarter. They went 0 for 11 in a stretch in the second quarter. And for them to get over 100 points really was a minor miracle. They did manage to score 94 points in their last 3 quarters. They outscored the Lakers by 9. So, if you're the Brooklyn Nets, you sit there and say, well, we basically were better than the Lakers for 3 quarters. We just did not come out and play well to start the game. Other than that, they were better than the Lakers. I think that when you're talking about Indiana, we know that they're going to push the pace, so I expect the Nets to be back into about the 120s, 115s, 120s, and of course we know Indiana, we can count on them to be in that range as well. I think 228.5 is a fair number. I'm still going over 228.5. And then game number 3, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 5:55, 5:56. Boston Celtics minus 17. These are massive spreads tonight. Boston minus 17, 218.5 versus the Charlotte Hornets. Celtics gave up 92 to the Pelicans, so there's been a lot of talk, people writing a lot about how great the Boston Celtics defense is. And you still go back to the point that Boston has cashed 7 overs in their last 9 games. They have produced 3 straight overs in this series, including that November meeting. If you remember, it was 239 points that both of these teams combined for, and that was a Charlotte 3-point win. So you don't think athletes never forget these things, and I think Boston's going to look to run up the score here. Also, though, make sure to check the status of Jaylen Brown, because if you watch that game against the Pelicans, it looked like he had all sorts of injuries. At one point, it looked like he was grabbing his knee. I know he does have a problem with his hand, so look at the minutes that he might play. If he's out of the lineup, don't look at that as an offensive liability. Look at that as him being out of lineup and hurting his team maybe on the defensive end a little bit more. So I always think when guys get out of the lineup, I think that really hurts them more defensively than it hurts offensively, because whoever replaces them is just going to try to come in and score as many as possible because they're getting more minutes. They want to be noticed. They're not going to go in there and say, hey, I'm going to play shutdown defense, and that's how I'm going to get more minutes. So we're going to just monitor that quickly, monitor that before tip off. But 218.5 is a decent number. I think they're going to get into 225s, maybe the 230s in this game. So we're going to go over 218.5. So that does it for your free plays on Monday. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages. And guys, I went through them and I've updated some packages. There's a new Elite 8 college basketball pass that's up there. Also, I've adjusted some of the prices on the packages as well, so make sure that you get involved with one of those. Go take a look, and then I'm going to be working on Major League Baseball packages so I can provide something for everyone. And of course, that season pass is up there. The 30-day pass is up there as well. So take a look at those. And we've adjusted some of that pricing. And of course, every month when it hits the first of the month, I adjust the season pass amount. So I always usually knock it down by 100, 150 because the month is over. So check those out. Make sure you get involved. And if you're not ready for an all-access pass yet, no problem. Get involved with one of my 3-packs, $49.99 with a Pick Dawgz win guarantee. Okay, here's our recap for Monday. Portland, Orlando, over 207.5. Brooklyn, Indiana, over 228.5. And Boston, Charlotte, over 218.5. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch, and I appreciate your time for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your plays on Monday.